Miles, where you come out from? What city do you live in?
California.
Anyway, we're out here, Biltwell 100. We're going to go over some of the bikes, all the cool bikes that are out here, and show you why this is a race that's not like any other race. Am I right, Miles?
Uh-huh.
All right, you heard it from Miles. We'll talk to you guys later. All right, yeah, in the pits, live and direct. You know what live and direct means? It means these guys are unprepared to race their races tomorrow. So this is Kenny at Moto Jam. He came out here. He brought a big giant canister of pickles. I've never seen such a big thing of pickles. He's got this Rickman motorcycle, Triumph powered, Rickman framed. Kenny drove out here from, are you in Utah now? Where are you from?
Jersey, in Salt Lake now.
Salt Lake. They kicked him out of Jersey. Probably not a bad thing. And he's out the Biltwell 100 racing. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm here. Went for a practice lap this morning because we did a whole service on this past 2 weeks. Checked the clutches and all that, but went out for a little run and then the keyway sheared on the clutch hub.
What? Are you qualified to do a service on this thing?
Not at all.
He's working on it with a rock.
Yeah, the rock is part of my it's my Zen oil water fountain, I've been calling it.
Yeah, that's I think that's what you got to work on Triumphs with is a rock. You know, they I don't know, these things take Wentworth tools or what is, no.
This thing's Wentworth.
Yeah. Crescent wrench,
metric, standard, it's zip ties, whatever.
Yeah, man. Okay, so you sheared a keyway. You going to be able to recover from that? Because that seems like something hard to recover from out here in the desert.
Luckily, we made some calls to some of the good crew, and there's a lot of the vintage guys, have a big heart for all this stuff, and we got some parts from, he chased some stuff out in town, and here we are going back together, so.
Very cool. Who's this guy you got with you?
Justin. He works over at Salt City Builds with all of us, too. So.
I might have met Justin before. All right. Yeah, how are you doing? How come you came out with Kenny and not by yourself? Kenny kind of sucks.
Dude, I came in the Jetta.
Oh, yeah, you're smart.
I'm waiting for my bike to show up with the rest of the guys.
Okay, very cool. Again, what gives with the pickles?
Pickles are good for, hydration and whiskey. Why not? So.
Okay, but that's a lot of pickles, Kenny.
For the whole team. Everyone needs.
Oh, for the whole team. Okay. You leave them in the sun for any particular reason?
Just being lazy and working on the bike right now. We got other problems here.
Okay. Man, Kenny's what this race is about. He brings out a cool bike. He's been out a few times. He's out here with friends. He's doing it. He's camping. He's not staying in Airbnb in Ridgecrest, even though camping's probably better than staying in Airbnb in Ridgecrest because it's Ridgecrest. But he's out here having a good time with his friends, and it's a cool deal, and we appreciate you always coming out. Kenny runs a few of his own events, and so it's a flattering thing for the Biltwell guys when guys like Kenny deem our events worthy of making the trip. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. So I feel like you're a connoisseur of events, and if you make time to come out to ours, it either means you're really bored or our events are decent. So which is it?
Top of the line, top notch.
Top of the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
My man Kenny. Hey, let me get one of these pickles.
Yeah, go for it, brother.
Talk to you later. Good luck tomorrow. Talk about doing it right. Look at this truck. Look at this bike. Look at this gentleman. Sir, your name?
Tony.
Tony, where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles area.
Los Angeles, I've heard of it. This is a cool motorcycle. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it?
Thanks. Okay, so it's a 73 Triumph Tiger. Picked it up about 2 years ago. I have a 69 I was supposed to race that I bought to race in this race. So I've done this race now 3 years. And the first year I did it on a Coleman pit bike.
That's pretty tough on the Coleman, right?
It is. I finished the course. But, I wish it could be a little bit faster. So then I thought that bike was going to run properly. And then I upgraded to this while my other bike was being fixed and repaired. The guy took money from me and never repaired it. So this is the back.
Wait. A shady motorcycle mechanic?
Yep. Shady Motors.
That's unheard of.
Yeah. Shady motorcycle mechanic. I paid him on time and he took my money. He had my bike for a year and a half and didn't do anything to it and just gave it back to me in a box, like that box.
That was nice of him.
Yeah. But I had to pay for his storage to get it out. So he was a really shady guy. So
Triumph guys, am I right?
I don't know. I've only dealt with that one, but the other guys seem pretty cool. At least these BSA guys and all the BA guys, they seem pretty cool.
Okay, so you got this one on the road or on the track, if is the case may be. You rode it out here last year. How'd you do last year?
Last year, I did not finish. I was working on it until midnight. It was so cold, I used my generator to make the RTV settle and set. So I fixed everything, got about a mile out, hit the whoops, and foot peg broke. So this year I fixed them both and made it stronger. And I started getting vapor lock, which I didn't realize until later because I put too much red coat on it because the tank was rusty inside. So definitely learned from my mistakes. But this year we're going for a finish.
Yeah, I like it to finish first. First, you must finish. Sounds like you've been out here. You've learned some lessons the hard way. You're getting smarter and better at this desert racing stuff. It's not an easy thing to do. It's an endurance. It takes a toll on the rider. It takes a toll on the bike. But it sounds like you're getting better at it, right?
I am. I've been sick all week, and the bike was running last week, so I'm taking NyQuil and muscle relaxers.
NyQuil and muscle relaxer. Hey, man, we should hang out later, Tony. You sound like a fun dude. Hey, enough about the bike. Very, very cool. Tell me about this truck.
Truck is a 96 F350. It was the one I always wanted because it's black, which is rare, and it's manual, and it has red.
Manual stick shift? Yeah, that's the way.
Yeah, red interior or porno red interior. So
it's that red velour color, right? Yeah, I know the color.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I love this thing. It's been, low miles, and it's been doing me very well. Does what I need to do. It tows and has my camper, so this is all I use it for.
Tony, you got a really cool setup. I think you got a really good chance tomorrow of finishing the race. We wish you the best. We appreciate you making time for us.
Well, thank you.
All right, brother.
Thanks.
See you on the box, as they say, all right?
Sounds good.
All right, man. Thanks. Okay, well, listen, we had to wait for the autograph seekers to die down, but now we're here with Rich Silva of the Good Times Racing team. Rich has been out here racing the Biltwell 100 since its inception, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Rich is out here usually with his beautiful wife, Marissa. They're out here. They ride old bikes, they ride new bikes, they ride Sportsters, they ride fancy dirt bikes made in Europe.
With payments.
With payments.
Lots of payments.
Yeah. I like Rich because he's not driving a Sprinter, he's driving a Ford Transit. Shout out Ford if you're paying attention. We could use a Transit sponsor. We love these things. Anyway, Rich is out here doing it. He brings a cool crew. Were you on a modern bike last year?
From last year, I was on a modern bike, a 1988 Honda 150 scooter, an Elite 150. It's pretty modern considering what we do around here. So
Wait. You raced a scooter last year?
Yeah, it was a blue scooter. I did one lap, 25 miles, made it an hour and 20 minutes, and I had 8 waters along the way.
8 waters. Is that code for beer? What's going on?
Yeah, what I told myself is every time I see, on these races, what happens, people are flying by people that need help the years prior. So what I said, every time I see somebody, I'm going to stop and help them, and I'm going to have a water. So I helped 8 people, and I made it just in time to get over the hill and get back home.
Okay, see, that's what makes this race different. These guys aren't passing broke down guys on the side. They're pulling over to help them. That's just as much fun as getting a trophy. Am I right? When you get a guy back on the road, give him a little attaboy, tell him that his petcock was off, you know what I mean? and get him back going, a little bit of confidence. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the best. We've done it. We've been there. We've all been there. That's, now we're riding a scooter. Started on the Harley. You remember my first year I rode that bike right there? I made it 5 miles, ate shit, twisted the bars. I had to limp back home. That sucked. Nobody helped me. So after that, I'm like, hey, I'm going to start helping people, and it's really cool.
Well, that's the spirit of the race. Just out here having fun, helping other people have a good time. Rich, it's really cool that you come out here, you bring all these guys, you barbecue, you hang out.
That's right. We got karaoke.
Yeah, karaoke. About that karaoke, man. I'm going to need you guys to keep that down this year.
Yeah, we're going to shut it down at 6 p.m.
6 a.m.?
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Yeah, 6 a.m. That's usually 6 a.m. These guys go all night, and then they race all day.
We're getting old, Mike. No more. We stop at 10. We got yelled at one year. No, we didn't get yelled at. We were kindly told to shut it down.
Kindly told to shut the front door. So good. That's the kind of stuff that happens at the Biltwell 100. There's no rules. Everyone gets to have a good time. And if you're having too good a time, someone will nicely ask you to shut the front door.
Shut the front door. That's right.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys both do good, and we appreciate you always coming out and supporting. All right. I love you.
Thanks, dude.
Okay, we touched on this several times, but what makes the Biltwell 100 cool is all the different styles, makes of motorcycles out here. Today we're going to be talking to Jenny from Zero Motorcycles. These motorcycles are electric, aren't they, Jenny?
They sure are electric, yeah. All of them that we got here. We've got a handful more on this side, and we've got 8 people racing Zeros this year.
You guys raced out here last year, right?
Yep. Last year and the year before. I was racing 2 years ago. Then a couple of guys that are here raced last year on 2 DSRXs. And then this year we've got a whole mix of bikes. So 2 DSRXs, 1 FX, 4 of the brand new XEs, and then 1 new XB. So it's going to be cool. We just came out with some new off-road bikes, and we're stoked to put them to the test and, have fun in the desert.
I've never ridden an electric motorcycle. What makes racing them in the desert different than, say, a traditional internal combustion powered dirt bike?
Yeah, sure. So there's no clutch, so you really don't have to worry about stalling ever if you get stuck in that deep sand. You just got to stay on the throttle and be fast, just like on any other bike. But they've got a crazy ton of torque. So a lot of torque to the rear wheel makes it really fun when you get those fast straightaways. You can just peel away from everybody in your path.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of people are wondering, are you guys going to swap batteries? Is that necessary? Does it depend on the rider's style, how much they're getting it? Or how does that work?
Yeah, no, you're right. So it totally depends on the rider's style, but we've been testing these bikes a lot. We haven't released them to the public yet, but we've learned that the XE can totally do a 25-mile lap. Only thing is that when you get down to the bottom of your battery, you start to lose some power. So we're going to test it out and maybe do one bike does a full 25-mile lap, one bike does a battery swap, and see if the time that it takes to swap the battery is worth it and the little bit of power that you lose toward the end of your lap. And then, we'll see how it goes. It's going to be cool.
Very cool.
So right here we've got the DSRX race bike. We've made a few mods to it. This bike's stock is 544 pounds, so we've trimmed off a bunch of weight from the rear. We've gutted a couple things in the middle that you don't really need in there. We've taken out the charger, the onboard charger, so now we charge it offboard just to save some weight, because racing, you want to be light, you want to be fast. And some beefier off-road tires to give us some traction in that sand. Yeah, some beefed up handguards too that we're testing out as a potential aftermarket accessory. We've got over here the Zero XE and then the Zero XB, and these are going to be the first time that we're racing these. We've been kind of talking to some people, making some new parts for these bikes, and we're stoked to test them out here at the race.
Guys, I'm really excited about this next interview we got put together. This is this guy's won the Bill 100. How many times you won this thing?
I got lucky 4 times.
He's got lucky 4 times. 4 out of this is a 5th race. So you think you're gonna get lucky again? I doubt it.
I can't say for sure.
Yeah. This is Tyler Valentek. How do you pronounce your last name?
I say Valentik.
Valentek. Yeah. I say Valentik. I don't know. It's funny. He's out here. He hails from Pennsylvania. What part of Pennsylvania? Not that it matters, or it's all kind of crappy.
I live in a town called Washington, Pennsylvania, bottom southwest corner.
Okay. You born and raised out there?
Born and raised. Pennsylvania, baby.
Is that why you're so broken?
That's why I'm so broken and busted.
Man, so Tyler comes out here. He brings his real cute girlfriend, Bailey. He brings his motorhome. He brings a trailer. He brings a cat.
The cat's here.
He's probably the only guy that comes out here and brings a cat. What's the cat's name again?
Astro.
The cat's name is Astro. Why do you name it Astro? You do a lot of mushrooms. How'd that name come into play?
It's Bailey's cat. You just acquire cats. I'm not going and buying a cat.
Yeah. You don't really own a cat. Like, they just do what they want. If they want to hang out, they hang out, and if not, they leave. But you got that one locked in the motorhome, so it's probably not leaving.
He might come out today for a little bit. It's pretty nice outside.
It is pretty nice. How many miles did you drive to get here this year, Tyler?
That's a good question. 2,500 miles, maybe?
So Tyler drove out 2,500 miles just to come out and win this silly race. Tyler's riding his Harley-Davidson Sportster. You won the Mint 400, right?
I won the Mint once, yes. That was cool. But this race is a whole lot more fun.
Why is this race different than the Mint? What makes it more fun? We don't want to trash the Mint. We just want to play up the 100. What makes this race so much fun?
The Bill 100 is fast. It's flowy. It brings all the good people and all the good times. You can't beat it.
Man, there is a lot of good people out here. There is a lot of good times out here. We got miles. We got dogs. We got campers. We got old trucks. We got new trucks. Yeah, we got cats named Astro.
Astro's here. We'll bring him. I'll bring him in a backpack back over here.
Yeah, go get Astro. We'd like to get Astro on the mic. Anyway, this is Tyler's bike. You can tell he treats it very nicely. You think this bike's going to make it around the track, man?
It was pretty rough last year. I did a couple things to it. Re-upped the controls a little bit, beefed them up a little, and redid my suspension, so it should be good to go, really.
Okay. Well, I got faith on you. It's those creeper country boys like yourself that kind of show up and act nonchalant and throw their bike on the ground that actually have spent a lot of time getting their bike ready. And usually end up on the box. And you've been on the box a few times, so I got faith you're going to be up there again. Who do you think is your biggest competition this year? Is there any competition? You're Tyler Valentek, PA all day. Who you're worried about knocking you out?
There's always competition. Every year, me and Fast J go at it pretty hard.
Hey, Fast J, shout out. The dude's he didn't get that name by being slow, right?
He's fast, dude.
He's fast, and he's a good mechanic. Do you think that has...
Good mechanic, fast racer. We always have fun bouncing bars, so it's always... Jay Brew's looking pretty fast this year, so we'll see how it goes.
Hey, Jay Brew just won the Mint, right?
He did. He just won the Mint. He's been looking pretty fancy.
Jeff Brewer has got his stuff together considerably during the couple of years he's been out here racing, and he might end up on the box too. So, Jeff Brewer, Fast J's, Tyler Valentek. We'll see what order, right?
Let's see. James Hill. James Hill's another one, dude. We got some good guys out.
Hey, shout out James Hill, 951 local. James Hill, he's a fast guy too.
We got a good class, so it'll be jamming. First line.
I don't know. I don't pay that much attention, but you guys will be out there at some point racing, banging bars. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Always.
All right, what's for dinner?
That's a good question. Logan got some sushi. I might pick up on some of that.
You don't want to eat sushi out in the desert, man. I don't know. I know it's your first time to California. You act like it, but yeah, Ed, right? Do you want to eat sushi in Ridgecrest? You do not want Ridgecrest sushi.
Ridgecrest sushi probably ain't it, but I'm gonna eat it.
All right. Tyler Valentek, you might not make it to the race then. Thanks for your time. Good luck.
Thank you. This might not start. I don't know. It might be fun enough.
Sell it. Bring the cat.